Hey guys, so we're back with some Warcraft. Warcraft Wrath Classic. And we're at the Sunken Temple. I know. Like, the Sunken Temple. Like, the top area of the Sunken Temple. Before we got revamped and got only the bottom part, this was the Sunken Temple, and it was really annoying. I actually did it the other day, and I was like, huh, it's not nearly as bad as I remember it to be. I remember my friend ran me through this once, and I remember it taking a lot longer, but of course, you know, I'm kind of looking at it through the lens of, you know, my computer, the system was not good for me back then, and I was still new, and yeah, but I did it, and I was like, it's not as bad. So basically, just you're going around up top, and you're just getting all the platforms and all that, and you're just killing whoever's up there, and then you just jump down, and then it's kind of like the retail version, where you go into the wings, and, you know, where you still have the one where with the altar and all that, and you kill them, they become spirits and stuff like that. But it's it wasn't as, and then there's the hole in the middle you can jump down. There's, I think it's an optional boss, but you don't have to kill it. But I remember I was doing this, I was like, oh boy, and then nothing. Yeah, you just go around here. You got all these people you can see over there, and it's all around, and you just kill them. You just kill them. Are we gonna do this? Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ha. But that's all you do. It's going around, you're killing the guys up here, and then jump down, and you can see there's the hole open right there. But then it's just the regular stuff. I think people just didn't like the fact of having to go around and kill all the people on the platforms and stuff. I'm pretty sure you have to beat them all. I think because Aranicus is the final boss here, and I think it's like, well, you have to beat him, beat all of them, otherwise there's like a barrier or something around him or some crap like that. He's giving me 600. I'm like looking all the XP, and I'm like seeing 100. Yeah, like what's giving me that much? I don't even know. Or is it the Warriors? Come out and play. I'm guessing it's the Warriors. Ah. Why couldn't we just, can we just get like maybe 6 more? So we can get like 666. Where are you going, tank? Over here, where we're supposed to go. Ugh. Ooh. Yeah, the Sunken Temple. Ugh. And then they revamped it and added the avatar of Hakar. No Chinese. But it's pretty simple. I just don't like doing it. And up until that point the other day, I hadn't been here since about Burning Crusade. It's been that long. It's been that long. So I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. This is gonna be fun. I don't remember if there's a quest, but I think some parts of the quest are like the tablet things and all that. But there's a lot of stuff, a lot of dungeons that have changed. that are still around, but they've changed a lot. I remember they changed Skullomance, which I think, didn't they change it back? Or at least for a short time. Skullomance, we just had a Halloween, Hallow's End with the original Scarlet Monastery, with each wing being the way it was, which was really cool. But, alright, so we've got 3 down. 3 more to go. This temple, this dungeon wasn't exactly what... It's like Nomergon. It's like... It's not as bad as I remember. It's just not fun. I mean, I went through Nomergon first time in a while. Like, original Nomergon. Not like the revamped version. But I'm like, huh. I mean, it's not as bad as I thought. It's still just not very good. But I guess it kind of goes with, what kind of experience it is. If you have one of those groups that are like, oh, I have a hunter's, I'm a hunter and I have my pet. I'm not going to dismiss it before we jump off. And then the hunter's pet rounds up and aggroes everything in the temple or the dungeon. Yeah, that's going to suck. But if you have people who are like, okay, we're going to jump down. If we have pets, we're going to dismiss them. Or when you're going down like the little track type areas, you stay close to the side because you don't want to aggro everything in the middle. And you say, okay, we're going to stay close to the side. But then you have those people who are like, oh, I'm not going to stay close to the side at all. I'm just going to aggro everything. And then when we, when the thing wipes, it's like, oh, you guys are the worst group. It's like, you're the one who didn't stay close to the wall. You're the one who's like, oh, I'm gonna aggro everything. Or like just dungeons in general, where you have that one person who like not only aggroes, but then like starts the boss fights. And then when they wipe, they leave because it's like, oh, look at the stupid healer. It's like, you're the one who pulled. The healer outright said they need mana, and you're the one who just fucking Leroy Jenkins themselves into the to start the fight. That's not the healer's problem. If you would just sat down for just a second and let the healer, get their mana back, then you wouldn't have been a problem. Although that one's something, it's probably coming from the imps. The little impidimps. I like impidimp. What? I'm out of mana already? Well, really not surprised. Ooh. Ooh. Still got the gurgles and stuff from yesterday. Alright. Yeah, but Impidimp, Grimmsnarl was a really cool Pokemon. I mean, there's some designs of Pokemon that are just kind of like stupid. It's like, oh, well, look at Gen 1. One of them's like a giant thing of jizz or something, with Grimer. Muck spell, Muck. What's Muck spelled backwards? But, it's like, oh, it's Gen 1. Gen 1, you're starting out. But here we are, if, Gen 9 or Gen 10, and we've got, like, basic designs, like, oh, here's a trash bag. I mean, that's something you would expect from Gen 1, but not several generations after. Here's a vanilla ice cream cone, and then when it evolves into a double scoop, and then it evolves into a double scoop with sprinkles. It's like, what? It just reminds me of Digimon. It's like Digimon, like, there's so many of them, they're just super uncreative. Like, what's this? That's Agumon. Well, what's this? Agumon. No, it's not. It's Toy Agumon. Well, what's this? It looks like Agumon. No, it's Ice Agumon. I think there's one called Trainmon or Locomotivemon. I mean, how useless does that thing have to be? Like, it can't go off its tracks, so it's like, come on, step on the tracks. I promise I won't hurt you. It's like, no, I'm not gonna step on the tracks. What are you, a coward? No, it's just, I know you can't attack me without me stepping on the tracks. So... But then there's like Swan Mon. Just they basically like take animals and just add Mon on the end of it.
Shield be down. Rise up, Atalai. Rise up.
Are we finished it already? Really? Really? Have we done all of them already? Insane. Can't believe. All right. We really done with that? Man, John, you talked a while. So long that we just killed all of them. Yeah, like those little tablets right there. I think they're tablets. Ancient tablets, not tablets. But yeah. Pokemon designs just... It's an ice cream cone. Now it's just a double scoop. Now it's a double scoop with sprinkles. It's like, wow. Neat design. Now there are some simple designs that came out that I really like. I just love them because they're adorable. Like Snom. Such a basic design. Yet Snom's adorable. But, you know, the first, second generation... It has a reason, you know, to be simplistic and all that, because it's just starting out. You know, the teams were smaller, and it's kind of like the story and the stuff. Wow, it's like when you're first starting out, you got Warcraft and World of Warcraft. That's one thing, but when you're almost like you're 10, 11 expansions in, and your storytelling and your character development and everything still sucks. Come on, guys. You've been at this for, what, 20 years now. I think we've moved past this crap storytelling. And that's why I'm glad Metzen's back, because Metzen is World of Warcraft. He is. He's the guy. He's the lore master. It's like everything that goes by, it's him. So, I'm glad he's back, because this is his baby. BRB Bio. Wow. I haven't heard that in a while. It's gonna take you 2 minutes to take a piss? That better be the best freaking piss of your life. I haven't heard anyone say BRB Bio in quite some time. Biological. Like biological needs, you know, like taking a piss, taking a shit, taking care of your kid. You know, stuff like that. I remember back in the day, people would say BRB Bio, and then they'd say, like, my wife or girlfriend, and we're all like, girlfriend? What is this, girlfriend? What are these female creatures you speak of? Of course, I had a girlfriend back then. You know, at the time that we were doing that. Not so much now. I'm just happier being by myself, honestly. I could tank if I wanted to. I mean, got my... Is anyone else? No. Yeah, I could tank if I wanted to, because I've got my Void Walker, but I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing it. I think I should be level 53 afterwards. God, it's taking so long to get up to 60. But once I get to 60, I get to go to Outland, and it's going to take me another year just to get to Northrend. I mean, geez. And by the time that happens, it's like, okay, well, here's Cataclysm now, so... I just want to play this. I don't want to play Cataclysm Classic. Just the idea of Cataclysm... Oh boy, I can't wait for Shadowlands Classic. There needs to be a separation, like Saga type thing. Because calling Cataclysm classic, it's not. It's never going to be classic. Like I've said, and pretty much most people agree, once the world changed, it's no longer classic. I mean, it's like taking vanilla ice cream and throwing like chocolate syrup in it and then mixing it up. It's no longer vanilla ice cream. Now it's chocolate ice cream. It may have started out as vanilla, but now the flavor profile is completely different. So it's like saying classic, but then you have this expansion where everything changed. You know, the outside has changed, system, you know, in-game things changed, leveling experience changed, everything was changed. So it's no longer classic. So it's basically, we've got that bowl of vanilla ice cream, and they're throwing that chocolate syrup in there, mixing it all up, and it's like, well, it's still classic. No, it's not. It started out as classic, but now you've changed it all up. It's not classic anymore. It's no longer vanilla. But, you know, that's just a damn wrong hole. I swear that never happens. Well, I mean, I guess it's good we got these guys out of the way to begin with. I mean, they're not hard. Oh, no wonder. Okay. No, come on. Yeah, he's not gonna... We gotta clear out that other boss. But... I mean, Cataclysm, I don't mind Cataclysm, but to say, oh, well, we're going to take Wrath Classic and then upgrade it, you know, to the next experience, it's just stupid. And the fact that they're saying, oh, well, we're not going to have Wrath servers. Make Wrath servers. You didn't keep PvC servers. You know, but Wrath Classic, Wrath in general, that was like when popularity peaked at like 11.2 million people. You know, and everyone's like, okay, well, then I guess it's going back to playing on private servers because we like we like Wrath Classic. We like Wrath. But then again, private servers probably would be best because private servers aren't changing things. They're keeping it as is. This here's like, oh yeah, we're keeping it classic. So, you know, but we've got the WoW token. And then we're adding this system, like the Gamma and all that, to the dungeons, just like classic. You know, remember back in 2008 where we were running, like, Gamma dungeons and whatever the other things are? Let's see, dungeons... Covering Citadel... Yeah, what are they called? Lich King Dungeon. I'll find out afterwards. But it's like the new little system that they have, the Gamma and Alpha or whatever it is. Well, just like classic. Like, they weren't even going to add Dungeon Finder. If they hadn't done Dungeon Finder, I wouldn't be level 52 right now. I wouldn't even be playing it because Dungeon Finder was one of the conditions I want, you know, one of the things I was looking forward to because, you know, it's not like back in the day where people have 4 or 5 hours to wait for a group. We don't have that kind of time anymore. So if I want to play WoW and I want to, you know, it's like, well, there's sitting in the city for like 4 or 5 hours and getting, you know, nothing done, or there's Dungeon Finder takes like 2-3 minutes. You get in, and there you go. You get through it fairly quickly. Also, kind of random, but it is cold. I've got my window open because it was It's actually not really hot. Ooh, and I'm about to level up soon. Nice. No, but it's like cold, finally. You know? It's taken so long for it to get colder out. Before it was like 80-something degrees. But Thanksgiving, for the first time yesterday, it was actually like 50-something degrees out or something. Where normally it's been up in 70s, almost 80s. So it was nice. You know, it's nice being able to put a jacket on if I need to and walk around and, you know, have the heat on at night. It's just, it feels good. It feels good.
Flayer comes.
Oh, come on. But it feels good, you know? During the day, it's, you know, it's not too bad. I already have that, yeah. Ooh. But yeah, it's like, you know, I don't know, it's weird. But just being able to have my, I mean, right now I'm sitting in t-shirt and boxers, even though my window's open. You're like, well, John, maybe that's the reason why you're cold. But that's the thing. Right now, it's cool, like coolish out, but I don't feel the need to put pants on. Like if I was to go sit outside with the cats, yeah, then I would be putting pants on. But right now, it's cold. It's not cold enough to be like, oh my God, I'm freezing. There they are. There they are. And even at night, you know, it's like I've been worried. I've been putting stuff in the cat's food, like wet stuff. Did he just? Wait a minute. I swore I just saw him fall down there. But yeah, even though it's like it says it's 37 at night, but I don't believe it is. So I'm like, oh, well, let me just put stuff in the cat's food for them, you know, like the wet stuff, so that way, you know, substantial, and they can put on that weight. But then you go out at night, and it's really not that cold out. If I can go out there with, just t-shirt and boxers on, not that cold. Like, my hand, because of, I've got my fan right here, my hand just being in front of my fan is colder than it is outside. So. How far are we? 23 minutes? Jeez. Come on. The shade of Erraticus. Man, those nuts are massive. Oh, did I? There we go. This cannot be allowed. Oh, poopy. I don't want them attacking me. And not so helpful goods. I don't know why it's called the Satchel of Helpful Goods. Half the time, it's just completely worthless crap. And no matter how high I level, the stuff always stays at like the same level. 30, yeah. Like, All right, and we've got our next point. Yes. How much is 3? Okay. What else do we have? Black Rock. Ugh. Upper City. Ugh. Just gonna do a little bit of bruising while we wait. Also, it's funny how much you have to go to the bathroom when, or how cold it is when you have to go to the bathroom. Oh God. I Oh God, I wish I had it. I really could use that. Really could use that. Once. No. We didn't start the fire. But yeah, it was, I got up, I had to check, I heard something. I'm like, okay, let me check out there in the front. And then I'm like, oh man, I have to go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, and what do you know, I'm fine. I mean, it's still cold, but, you know. And do I want it for 180? No. And this is the problem. If they weren't so freaking expensive, then it'd be no problem, but people here are, ooh, let's see. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Legs. Feces. Like seriously, if like level 51, why would you pay almost 1,000 gold for something that'll be replaced? Ooh. Armor 200. But it's just 10 spirit. I don't want no. Loves of old. Loves of old. Juno. Neck. Lay of Lilies. Bobbed thorn necklace. Fingers. We have salad fingers. Hello. Hello. It's just very expensive. Of a looting. How much? 30. Oh God. This is the, like, really the only thing about Classic I don't like was this crap. The not being able to get anything anywhere. And you just having to stay low, like low geared until like almost, you know, almost max level.
I have just the thing for you.
Sell, sell, sell. Sell, sell, sell. Sell.
Goodbye.
It's sell. And we're back. We're back. Dinosaur Story. You guys remember that movie when you were a kid? We're back. I forget the names, but the voices I remember. I think like John Goodman was like the T-Rex. And, he had, what's her name? The one who played Lisa Simpson. You know, her voice was in there, and I remember the movie, and like there's the one part where it's like they're all friendly and everything, and then like close to the end, they're all kind of like reverted back to their more primal selves, and they're like drawn differently, and they're just more animalistic. It's like, oh my god! We're back, a dinosaur story. There were a lot of dinosaurs movies back then. Land for Time, We're Back, Jurassic Park. People love dinosaurs. It's like, what are you doing? They're following the leader. I think they fancy him. They're like, ooh, you're kind of cute. Oh. I did pick a town, yeah. Oh, what am I doing? I can't do that. Come on. Come on, and... Am I really done with Zul'Farrak now? Ugh, Upper City. Ew, gag me with a spoon. I don't like those ones. Like I said, there are just some dungeons I don't like. You know, the Blackrock ones, apart from the prison, which is super easy, I don't like really any of the others. Sunken Temple, I don't like, but you saw it's tolerable. This one's simple enough. But it was just weird back then, because it's like clearly Blizzard knew how to make dungeons, but it's like some dungeons had all the care devoted to them. They were so beautiful to look at, and they were fun to run. And then you have ones like Nomergon, and they're just like, well, it's not really completed, but here you go, enjoy. And it's like, this isn't a dungeon. This is a steaming pile of crap. You know, you have like Wailing Caverns, like very intricate, where you know different paths and stuff that you have to go, but then you have like Oldemon, where it's the same thing. There's a lot of paths you can go. It's just aesthetically, it's not very nice to look at. I mean, it's the harsh, like darker oranges that they have, because obviously it's under the ground, but it's just, it's not nice to look at. The same thing even with Oldemon's you know, Titan looking, you know, Rome Greek looking architecture. It's just, it's not nice to look at. And every time I get stuck in Oldemon, it's like, ugh, I don't like it here. But then you have places like Zul'Farrak. It's very simple, simplistic, but it's a fun dungeon. I like Zul'Farrak. Of course, I like all the troll dungeons. I love troll dungeons, and I wish they had more. But, what's another dungeon? Like these ones, like Mardon's, like those, they're diverse in nature for the most part. Some of them are fun, some of them aren't. The Blackrock ones, I don't care which one. Like I said, apart from even the prison one, it's just, the prison one's just simpler. You just go in, you go straight to the boss, boom, you're done, like 5 minutes. So it's not the fact that it's good, it's just easy. But that's why I like the dungeons in Wrath so much. Even Burning Crusade, it's the same thing. It's like there's some of them were so gorgeous, and yet some of them were like, did they spend any time with these at all? But Wrath, again, the dungeon trolls, the troll dungeon's always amazing. You have the dungeons that were, you know, like Zul'Gurub and Zulaman, very fun. When those were re-releasing Cataclysm. But well, actually, no, I take it back. The Oculus. The Oculus is not fun at all. Gorgeous. It's very beautiful. And seeing this dungeon where you have to, you know, it's a vertical dungeon where you have to fly upwards and stuff like that. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. The blue from the arcane and the dragons and all that fighting going on. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I just freaking hate the dungeon. It's so bad for me. I mean, everyone like, oh, Oculus, bye now. Also, the Violet Hold, same thing. It's very pretty in there. You know, like the force fields holding all the prisoners back are gorgeous. It's just, I can't stand the, you know, go through waves and waves and waves and, you know, portal opens, beat it. Then you have to wait for another one to open, beat it. I like these ones where you're running around, not having to wait for, you know, and then once you beat one of the bosses, it takes like a minute or so for the next portal to open up. So the Violet Hold, Oculus, they're just not good. But then you have like Utgard Keep and Pinnacle. I mean, those are fun. I love that whole like Viking-esque style that they went for with them. Very Nordic. You know, you see some of the boats, and you look at those. Yeah, they're very Nordic in nature. You know, Vikings and stuff like that. The Valajar, and then you have like the troll dungeons. You have halls of lightning and stuff like that, where it's more Titan-esque, and same thing, very well done. But there's just some dungeons, it's like they put all this effort into to make it look nice, but then the dungeon in play, it's like, again, Oculus is the perfect example. Absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous. You know, I've always loved that blue arcane mixed with purple, and it's just gorgeous. You know, you look in the middle and there's this giant thing of like, you know, arcane energy. It's beautiful to look at. You know, you're flying through the sky and there's like all this other fighting going on. It just sucks as a dungeon. It just sucks as a dungeon. With Cataclysm, it's like Throne of the Tides. Throne of the Tides is just, I mean, it's underwater, so it's gorgeous to look at. You know, you're running through, and on either side you see the walls are just, you know, being blocked, you know, with water, and you can see everything moving outside. You see Naga. It's beautiful. It's just not that fun of a dungeon. Can I get back, please? Can someone get this crap off me? What other dungeons are like that? And especially now. I mean, I remember most, like, no, the Legion ones I pretty much did. Once we got to Battle for Azeroth, it was like, I mean, there are some dungeons in Battle for Azeroth that I still haven't even been in yet. Same thing, like most dungeons in Shadowlands, I didn't do. I just thought Shadowlands just blew completely. And I was like, okay, I'm not doing this. I leveled, you know, I leveled, you know, with story, you know, the quest and storyline and all that. And I think I maxed level in Ravendreth, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I leveled my first character, you know, my one character there, and I'm like, no, not anymore. I'm not coming back to Shadowlands. I just couldn't do it. Legion had some fun dungeons, though. Ooh, my sweetheart is coming up. My one and only. I certainly know that she's a boyfriend-free girl. She's gonna be my sweetheart. My gal pal. Oh yeah, there she is. You see her? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ugh. Everyone else in here, you better back the hell off. You got no chance with her. Actually, what about... I think Dragonflight... Same thing with Dragonflight. I don't think I've actually ever done... I think I've done like 1 or 2 dungeons. I did the Onaran Plain ones where you're out in there and you're flying around to each of the little locations. And then I did, I think, the Zur Vaults or something like that. So I really haven't done a whole lot of dungeons. And I'm sure you guys will be like, oh, well, they're so well done, John. Yeah, I haven't had the desire. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Spin around for me. Oh, well, that's not gonna work. Oh, I missed those bow sounds. Now there's same thing with the guns, where you could actually hear the pew pew. Now it's just like some, oh, we don't want to trigger people. Oh yeah. All right. The Seed of Life. I want to give her my Seed of Life. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't want to go to Moonglade. If you're gonna take me there, then great. If not, then have a nice day, sir. I said good day. Satchel of helpful goods, not so helpful, and we've got... What do you know? Something not helpful. Who would have thought? I totally didn't see that one coming. Okay, anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye!